Hello. Let's talk about what I'm building. Let's talk about Beast, shall we? Beast, no way. Why would I build that guy? What a loser. Let's talk about ground pound. This right here. Cause I put a lot of work into it, and I think it would be very interesting to find out exactly kind of how it functions. I've got hundreds, if not thousands, of hours of modding X-Men Legends. I'm finally bringing that to Ultimate Alliance, like people kept telling me to do, and I'm going all the way. This guy's gonna be like my debut, sort of. So I've been working every day on it for, I don't know, a week or something. And so let's break down just one of his powers real quick. Whoop! Let's not look at that just yet. All right. So this video is like all about the ground pound. That's just kind of what I'm calling it now. It'll probably have a cooler name later, but first, the animations. It is from three different places, all combined together. It took a lot of checking out different things to finally decide on this. So the start, he crouches, he puts his arms out. See that? It helps sell the jump right before he leaps into his flip. That comes from Colossus. Colossus doing his like leap smash thing. And the flip comes all the way back from X-Men Legends 1 Beast, where he had that animation. See that right at the end there? That's it in its most basic form. And then the final part of this is the smash, the ground smash. Can you tell where it's from? This one's actually very simple. This one comes from the end of that one. The end of this move that the original designers have all messed up. Look at how the effects just don't even let. Anyway, we're not here to complain about that. I might make a specialized one for Beast that doesn't look like that. Anyway, now the visual effects are pretty simple. Kind of. It took me a long time. Took me so long. There's a puff of smoke when he leaps. Can't really see it. It's super subtle. But even if you don't notice it, your brain did. And that really helps sell the leap. It makes a little puff of smoke. And then there's just a slight bit of trail to get that motion from his toes. When he's doing to, really sell the speed of his flippy-do. Get the motion going. I'm really happy about that. And then the smash. That part, oh my god, I spent so much time on. Now, before we go and I show you the real fun part of how this like interacts with like enemies, let's talk about that. The ground smash. That is like a lot of different things all modified and put together. I needed to like shrink some stuff and change some stuff and like switch textures, and I wanted to get it to like blend nicely, so I had to change the alpha code so that it was like fading in the right ways on the right like textures. I don't know if it's like too subtle of a texture of an effect so far, but I'm gonna work on that. I like the blue that's there, and then the smoke puff, which actually we were on the worst colored ground for that because it blends in with the smoke puff. But the smoke puff looks good too. I just shrink it down and make it smaller. But when you do that, you should also change the acceleration and its alpha code so that it blends like a less dense, thick piece of smoke and moves like such. So you have to like give it its velocity and then its acceleration rating, which is deceleration because it's in the negative, so that it doesn't poof out too far. But yeah, I swapping the colors around, going back and forth, trying out different textures. I finally came up with something that is very distinctly Beast effect. It's not anybody else's at this point, and I spent so long on it, and I'm still not sure I'm happy with it. But let's get to the fun parts. The way he moves forward is with a slide. And if you've ever pulled apart the combat nodes and templates and other things like that all the power styles reference for things like slide triggers, you will find that the slide actually has some targeting. It has a target radius and a target distance, which means if I'm near somebody, the slide will hone in. See that? See how he didn't go as far? Now usually, he'll jump forward just enough that the enemy's still like in his like hit pattern, if they're like really close to him, but then if they're further, you can get more distance. So it's like really nice and controlled. It feels great. Near or far, he's gonna get you. Coming at you on the count of 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it feels good. You can turn it ever so slightly in midair if you need to redirect. And to get it feeling like it belongs in relation to the other powers in this game. I looked at other like movement radial powers, like Colossus's thing. He travels a little bit and then does a smash, and Hulk does a one where he doesn't move, and then Daredevil has one where he moves a lot more and does devastation with his like big radial thing. So I used them over and over and over again, got a good idea of the rate at which they can disrupt enemies and get their DPS going, and I finally found something that I'm happy with. And of course, to string these animations together and get the slide the right distance, I had to like line up with a line like this, because they're all tiles, see the distance that I go, and then, time the chaining properly and the speed of each part of the chain so that it all looks like one fluid movement. Oh, that took a long time, and I might still tweak it. I don't know. But yeah, it came together really well. I'm really happy with it. And this is just one of his powers. This is why I've been working on it for days, like actually nonstop, and I've still got what I think to be a long way to go. Oh, let's not do that yet. That's a spoiler. That don't worry about what just happened there. That's nothing. So yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing. I'm gonna build my beast, and he's gonna be awesome. I really hope people try him out and they like him, because he's gonna be like I kind of show people like what my mods are gonna be like and how they're gonna feel, and I want him to feel distinctly beast, have animations and movements and stuff that make him very much beast. Also, don't worry about the sounds. They're like placeholders right now. I've got to work on that. But yeah, it's coming along slowly, not for lack of trying, but slowly. And yeah, I think it's gonna be really, really awesome. I hope you guys do. And if you like this sort of thing, like me just talking about like different elements, then maybe say so, and show people and be like, hey, look, this is what Ko's doing. And I don't know, let me know if like you want me to do a bit of a breakdown on this thing and how I split it up between, whatever. And then there's some other animations that I don't have, like other powers that I don't have mapped. He's gonna have 5 altogether. And yeah, he's also got his own unique, well, we can talk about those at some point maybe, if people like that sort of thing. But yeah, release the beast and all that.